I would say the number one thing I've learned is that people are always gonna nitpick something. For example, like whenever I rewrote my manga for like the third time, somebody said that I was pretty much like copy and pasting panels. Somebody said I need to implement more backgrounds. Work on facial expressions, this and that. And I thought it was funny because a lot of stuff I was doing is stuff that I learned from other manga artists. So like the no backgrounds, the copy and paste panels, and just changing like minor stuff, or just zooming in and zooming out, is something I learned from Chainsaw Man, and also sometimes it's done a little bit in Dragon Ball Super. And just a lot of stuff that people were just nitpicking on. It was stuff that I was picking up from other people. And even whenever I would read about other, whether it's Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever, there's always something. Either the characters are too edgy, non-realistic, the power system it's either too complex, it's too basic. They're overpowered, or it's always something. And I understand that everybody has a preference. It's just some people, they like to really express their emotions, whether that's a very aggressive or very, I'd probably say aggressive, that's what I'm thinking of right now, where it's like, this sucks, it's mid, it's not good, it's trash, axe. Whenever a new manga comes out on Manga Plus, a lot of the comments is gonna say axe, just how it is. And so the third time I was rewriting the chapter 1 from my manga, I was just super stressed because I kept telling myself, like, what if the facial expressions aren't good, the shots that I'm doing with the panels, and it was just a lot. My number one focus should have been the story. Am I doing a good job at telling the story that I want to tell? It rarely came across my mind. I just kept thinking about the poses. Are they dynamic enough? This and that. I don't want to make them too stiff and all this, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I just couldn't think, because like I kept on thinking about what other people would think instead of what the story I want to tell. So it was a train wreck. Like I ended up just being very moody. Whenever I'd come across posts on TikTok or whatever, I'd be just super mad and frustrated. I never said anything because I knew that I was just very emotional, and I was just pissed off at myself for whatever reason. But I never got to the point where I was like being negative towards other people, and maybe that kind of shown another side of why some people are negative. I don't think it's negative if people say they don't like something. Everybody has a preference, but I definitely would say negative when somebody says trash, it sucks, it's not good. Maybe not good is a gray area. It could be in a positive way. But if you're saying, if you're going to somebody's video and you're saying it sucks, trash, axe, something in life might not be working for you. Because I mean, there's gotta be something, like, you gotta be mad about something to tell somebody they suck. I come across a lot of manga I don't like. I don't go, whether there's videos or on Manga Plus, I don't say, if I don't like it, I just move on. I don't say anything. And it's just that easy. So I just realized the best thing I can do is just tell the story that I want to, through just these different techniques that I've learned, whether it's manga or just from directors I've watched on YouTube and how they do different things, how they create their shots, characters. Quentin Tarantino, he's helped a lot with just the way dialogue is done. Because with a lot of manga artists, I'm still kind of surprised how they can create very amazing plots, very amazing and creative power systems, characters. But the thing that a lot of them fall short of is just the way they do dialogue. A lot of them becomes very, very corny, especially with fight scenes. It's just, maybe corny is a little too strong. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, wham, like corny or sucks. But it's very, I'll say it's very, very, very like expected and cliche. Like it'll, people say, do you have any last words? Oh my gosh, like whenever people say that, I'm like, dude, like it's like the most expected like thing ever. Or if they say prepare to die, or I don't know. And I just learned a lot from Quentin Tarantino, Seinfeld, just on how to make dialogue interesting. Obviously, Chainsaw Man, like Fujimoto has done a good job with dialogue. Just the way he did, it just seems natural. And a lot of times in fight scenes with other manga, it just doesn't seem that natural. It just seems like the manga artist was like, okay, so I want to draw in this area, so here's a speech bubble. What can I put there? And it just seems to be something very, very, very generic. So that's something that I've been learning. Of course, I'm not here trying to say I'm a master at it. But whenever I write something, I just tell myself, is this something that, what will Quentin Tarantino do in this kind of thing? Would he be like, you need to work on that again? Would Jerry Seinfeld say, like, I see what you're trying to do here. Maybe instead of saying this, try this. Maybe it's too direct or whatever. So this is like the fourth time I rewritten chapter 1. Been having a lot of fun. My main focus has just been how do I tell a story that I want to tell, and it's been fun. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. And time goes by super fast. Of course, I know I need to work on shots. I need to work on facial expressions and all this and that. And even though I'm not where I want to be when it comes to how dynamic the fights are, and of course, I'm not trying to be Dr. Stone, Berserk, and obviously with how far Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, and of course they have a big ass publication company behind the marketing, but it is possible to at least have a decent fan base, I guess, I don't know, with the decent details, as long as the story's good. And I believe that, might be arrogant to say it's good, but I think it's very interesting and random, and that's how kind of my brain is. It's just very scattered and very unexpected, and sometimes I'll be at a grocery store and I'll say the weirdest things ever. So I think it'll be interesting on what happens. So chapter 1 is out. It's 49 or 50 pages. The link will be in the description. It'll right now the manga is a Manga Plus. It's also on Webtoon, but I'll just let that be right there and let it do its thing and just focus more on directing people to Manga Plus. See how that pans out. And then also have what else? Oh yeah, I'm also gonna start doing like a monthly sticker. And the first one's gonna be like just a panel from the manga, and the following months I kind of do something with like one of the characters and just doing something random, like, you know, if it's like Sophia on a spaceship that's in shape of a hamburger, or Sebastian picking up a 2,000-pound dumbbell or punching a bag, or I don't know, just depending more. It's gonna be very dependent on the character and who they are. So something like that. And then the third link, I send out a weekly text every Tuesday, or try to. And it's only available to people in the US and Canada, just because of text message, and I mean, that's all I can do for now. So my throat's starting to hurt. Too much talking. So yeah, if you want to check out the first chapter, link in the description. And I think that's all. Oh yeah, that right there. Down the street, there's this like antique store, and this is like that. Have you seen the movie? Well, I'm move to the camera. Have you seen the movie Annabelle? Of course, the doll they have there is not the fish one, or like the real Annabelle doll, or Raggedy Ann, which that's the doll's name. It's I make an action horror manga, so that's gotta have references, right? And at the antique store, they had this wall of just like Annabelle doll, Raggedy Ann, which is like the actual name, and that's why I got that one. And the reason the eye is like all messed up is like a while back, one of my brother's dogs got a hold of it and just tore it up, so now it looks extra creepy.